Good morning, Bridget. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us and
Yes.
welcome to our audience. Today, my name is Maisie Raftery. I'm the publisher of the Boston edition of Natural Awakenings magazine. And today we are interviewing Bridgitte Carroll. Bridgitte is an integrative and functional medicine dietitian who sees clients out of Johnson Compounding and Wellness in Waltham. She focuses on empowering women with the tools that they need to heal their gut and lose weight by personalizing foods and supplements. So I am going to ask Bridget a few questions here. So Bridget, can you tell us a little bit more about the work that you do at Johnson Compounding and Wellness?
Sure. Like Maisie said, I'm an integrative and functional medicine dietitian. So what does that mean? Integrative medicine is basically what is published in Natural Awakenings monthly. It's a holistic approach to health. It's not only thinking about nutrition, which is what I do a lot of, but it's also thinking about stress and sleep and movement and energy work and healing and everything. So you're trying to integrate everything of that person's life into a healing plan. And then functional medicine gets to the root cause of dysfunction. So instead of taking ibuprofen for an ache and pain or taking an antidepressant for depression, you're actually getting to the root cause. What is the root cause of that imbalance and healing from that way? So I utilize in-depth discussion with my clients. I utilize functional medicine lab testing, which may look like learning about nutrients and vitamins in the body from a blood test, or it might look like using someone's stool to look at gut health. So I utilize these tools to get a more in-depth knowledge about my clients. And then we come up with a plan together. So that might look like removing gluten from the diet to allow the gut to heal. It might look like instituting a meditation practice to reduce the stress. And so you're kind of trying to create a plan that's really going to work for the person and also work with what they want to work on. So that's, I work one-on-one with patients just right now. And during this time, I'm doing a lot of virtual work.
So it sounds like a very, very super personalized approach to the entire person. It's almost like you're working soul, body, spirit, really, from the
Soul,
sound of
body, and spirit.
the
Absolutely.
meditation in there and whatever other mental capacities we might need to support during that time. Cool.
Absolutely.
Bridget, what is the additional schooling to become a functional medicine dietitian?
Yeah, so I went to the conventional, dietitian schooling, which is 4 years plus an extra year of a supervised practice. So that kind of makes a difference between a dietitian and nutritionist.
Okay.
So my baseline was 5 years. I then got my master's, which was more in just, health promotion. And during both of those 2 years that I was at Simmons College in Boston, I got the opportunity to intern with a functional medicine practice in Boston.
Yes.
From that, I got the opportunity to go out to the Ultra Wellness Center, which is in Lenox, Massachusetts,
Right.
Western Mass, which is Dr. Mark Hyman's private practice, and work with his dietitians. And that's where my love for functional medicine really flourished. I saw them healing people in a way that I didn't see in my conventional approach. So it was really those internships. And then after that, I did 3 more years of education, and I'm taking the test actually in 2 weeks to become an integrative and functional nutrition certified practitioner.
Excellent.
So that's IFNCP. So really 8 years of education, and I'm also doing some herbalist training too. So the education never stops. That's what I tell all my students.
Excellent. Well, very good. We're certainly grateful to have you with Natural Awakenings and the information that you provide our readers on a monthly basis. Very grateful for your expertise
Yes.
supporting our readers. So thank you for that. So
I
what
really love
changes? Oh, I'm sorry.
I really love the writing and, being able to reach all of the Natural Awakenings readers, in the Boston area. I think it's fabulous what you guys are doing. So thank you.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit about how you're adapting your work right now in the midst of COVID-19.
Sure. So as a dietitian, I am able to take insurance, which is really nice. That's always been a goal of mine, is to be able to be accessible by the most amount of people.
Mhm.
So insurance right now is paying for telehealth sessions, and many insurance companies, especially the large ones like Blue Cross Blue Shield and Harvard Pilgrim, they're paying for the copays too.
Wow.
So yeah, so some of my clients sometimes have a $40 copay. Their insurance company is actually picking up that cost.
Excellent.
So it's been, video just like this, whether it's in my living room, whether it's I'm in my office, I'm able to speak with my clients and really provide that in-depth support during this time, which they're finding very helpful.
Right. Excellent. Thank you.
Yes.
So, Bridgitte, how can well, actually, before I go there, do you have maybe one or two of your top tips that you might offer to folks during this time while people are cooped up a bit?
Sure. So I actually right before we started chatting, I just finished up an Instagram post because it has been a topic that a lot of my clients have been talking to me about, or a lot of my newer clients, I suppose. But is this, I'm not eating vegetables during quarantine. I had a client who literally just said, the only vegetable in my house right now is frozen spinach. So I I really think even if you're going shopping every other week, every 2 weeks, most vegetables last that length of time. Broccoli, cauliflower, asparagus, all your root vegetables, all your squashes, all your potatoes, those will last 2 weeks.
Mm.
So my biggest tip is keep those vegetables in. I really stress with my clients that every meal you need to have protein, fat, carbs, and color.
Mm.
And so while some of that is getting pushed by the wayside, and I think some of that has to do with not having enough mental space right now to be thinking about all the things.
Right.
But if you can keep vegetables in, I think that's a really important part. My other tip would be to focus on 3 meals a day. And I think when we're at home and some of my clients are working from their kitchen, that it's easy to be snacking all day.
Mm.
And that's not good for our gut health, for us to be constantly digesting, but it's also not good to keep that type of schedule. The body really wants to rest and digest. And we also don't want to be consuming mindlessly, right? We want to be still pretty mindful about our choices. And I think it's helpful to stick to those 3 meals.
Mm. Right. Excellent. Thank you so much. So, Bridgitte, how can our audience connect with you right now during this time? What's the best way for them to reach you?
Sure. So, like I just said, I have an Instagram, so that's a great way to see kind of what I do. And I'm posting daily to that on my stories and putting up updates about what research I've done for immune support.
Mhm.
So my Instagram is Bridgitte's_table. So come take a seat at my table and we'll chat
Was that
there.
plural? Bridgette's
Bridgitte's, exactly.
underscore table. Okay.
Yes, Bridgitte's_table. And then you can shoot me an email. It's Bridgitte, which I'm sure you'll have links to that. My name is a little funky of a spelling, but it's at naturalcompounder.com. Natural Compounder is also the website for the store. So you can shop there for supplements. You can look at all the blogs that we're doing. We're really big on education at Johnson's. So we're still providing weekly education, not only on my Instagram, but on Johnson's Instagram and Facebook as well.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time, Bridgitte. We appreciate it very much. It was so nice to see you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks so much.
All right. You have a wonderful day.
Thanks, you too.
Okay. Bye-bye.